Thank you for checking out this playthrough of Metaphor ReFantazio. If you're watching it as it's coming out, I'm actually streaming it live on Twitch, so feel free to check it out there. We'll be a little bit farther ahead. That said, if you're enjoying the playthrough, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Specifically comment because that helps with the algorithm and makes me feel like a special little boy. Otherwise, we'll get right into it. Thank you.
Time marches on, and the age of a new king draws nearer. Nonetheless,
So these sand flashes, do you think we can really rely on something as unknowable as the movements of the wind? It seems so. According to the fortune teller, the signs continue to appear just as expected. Good, no changes on our plan then. Let's prepare as best as we can.
We got a major bargain.
It's Idol's Day. That means the store's got plenty of bargains. If you have your eye on anything, today's the day. Except I'm still poor and can't afford anything. And you probably... Yeah, I figured you wouldn't have what I wanted. Because I just bought from you yesterday. Our imagination's not good enough for you. Does anyone want to hang out today? End of the month. Yeah, but they were also on discount yesterday because it was the end of the month one, right? On Metals Day. It's the end of the Metals Day and right? So it's only 20% off now. When yesterday it was 30% off. But I was poor because I didn't I will check the calendar in just a second. Which button is that from here? Oh, it's just not available there. So I have to go down to here. Check calendar. Big bargain day is every Idol's Day. Stop being poor. I know. Well, so like part of the problem is that I didn't check the calendar. So on this day, I bought the super awesome abacus. And then I got here, and then there are special discounts. And then, yep. So I accidentally overspent, and now I have very little money. I could probably buy a little bit of armor right now. But that's pretty much all I'd want anyways, right? Like, I don't have any of the other stuff. I wonder if I can order some armor custom fit for a fairy, and maybe a sword or a shield too while I'm at it. You're thinking, why does she need any of this, aren't you? Come on, I need to look up a presentable champion of justice too. Why'd I say captain of justice? Boy? Shut up, Gallica. No, I like Gallica. Rude. Oh, I'm still extremely poor. What I was looking at, the numbers that I had was the Magla. No, I like Gallica. Nope, I don't care about this. Actually, Gallica. Supporters. Looks like I caught someone's interest. Not sure if they'll actually talk to you right now, but want to look for them? Yes. Okay, new role. He's not going to talk to us right now. All right, what's the handshaking? I'm not sure where they are at the moment. Alrighty. I don't feel anything right now. Okay. And yet, more comes to mind, but I haven't. Okay, cool. I'm sure you would listen. What comes to mind, but I don't know if they'll talk to me right now. And then, what of you? I'm stagnating. I need to train. Don't know if she'll talk to me right now. What does that mean? Does it mean we're just not going to level up? Hadn't we? On second thought, I prefer not to cross swords in town. No, it could be a large secluded place. The deck of the runner, perhaps? Come speak to me next time we're aboard. Okay. Traveling affords you opportunities to strengthen your bonds with your allies. So if someone's on, like, who travels with me needs to level up, they might need to do it on the road separately. So, like, if I'm out and about, oh, that's interesting. Okay. Am I wrong? Is it that I need to finish the operation before leveling up a rank? I thought he was telling me that, like, I needed to do it while traveling. Rather than an operation in specific. No, that's right too. Okay, cool. You think it's both? Okay. Like, say for example, I was traveling to
Where to?
I want to look at the map, but like not the teleportation map.
All right then.
Why are you like this game? Let me look at the map with all the little spots on it. I was gonna use something as an example. Katharina can only be found on the road. Oh, okay, interesting. Okay, at the Gauntlet Runner. Wonder why. That's weird. Like, don't actually tell me. I don't want to know. I want to find out. But that is... Alright, but knowing that no one else is going to do anything, I need to level up my imagination. Part of me is... I think I'm going to do that at San Lumeo Street with the fairy tales. Because I want to know more about that.
Let's go.
Oh, okay. So I have to go into the Gauntlet Runner to do that as well. I did get into the wrong area to do this, because what I needed to do secondarily, I know that the fairy tales guy is back there, but I was also going to see if this other salesperson got more of the fruit cordial in, because it's been like a week and a half.
Got a special running today.
Okay. Lady, go fuck yourself. That one candidate, Roger, said he'd abolish taxes for all of us. That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I think I ran into that guy, though.
Oh, I just stop that at once.
Alright, Imagination Man. Never imagined the day I'd meet a real one. Perhaps there's some truth to the old story after all. As a boy, my parents would often tell me stories about fairies before bed. Would you care for me to tell you one?
I wonder.
It's every time I go into a gruff voice, it automatically turns into Grease's bad Scottish accent. So you grew up on fairy tales. No wonder you got fairies on the mind. Like even if I'm doing like a regular like American accent, it turns into a Scottish one at this point. It's so funny. Yeah, let's listen to his story. Imagine that, getting to tell a fairy tale to a real fairy. Come, let's find a table at the tavern. Because he's elderly, I'm gonna give him a different voice. Now, this story goes back to my grandfather's grandfather. Once, far, far away, there was a village out in the countryside. There was a cave nearby that villagers prohibited anyone from entering. But one day, my ancestor, who was just a boy then, decided he had to see it for himself.
Come on.
They defied his elders? Your ancestor sounds like a handful. Oh, Gallica, it runs in the family. Anyway, sure enough, he ventured deep inside and soon became swallowed in darkness, hopelessly lost. A handful or not, He was still just a boy, and his bravery failed him. He sank to his knees in the dark, crying pitifully.
Nevertheless,
But then, something bathed in a warm light caught his eyes as it approached him. The little light actually spoke, saying, "Pipe down! You can't cry in a place like this." He was shocked. After he got a good look at it, the boy realized there was a fairy, pulsing with light. He was so relieved his tears only magnified. But the fairy couldn't bear it. Throwing her arms up, she said, "If you want to cry so badly, fine, suit yourself," and she left. And before he knew it, the fairy returned. "Come on, follow me," she said. "I'll show you the way out." You see, she had sensed a dangerous beast deep in the cave, and compassion won the day. She decided to get him safely back to the entrance.
Oh, yeah?
Huh, I thought the fairy was kind of cruel at first, but I guess she had a good heart. When they arrived at the cave's mouth, the boy turned to thank the fairy, but she had already disappeared into thin air. Time marched on, and he grew into an adult. He visited the cave countless times. Nope, whoops. He visited the cave countless times, hoping to find and thank her. But he never saw her again as long as he lived.
oh my.
Oh, but would you look at the time? You'd better pick this up again later. If you'd like to know the ending, I'll be around.
All right.
Only worth 2. Maybe the other elderly person was worth more imagination.
Well then.
That was not enough. Shit. Back to Martyra Tavern.
Hey.
Supporters. Doesn't look like there's anyone for me to talk to right now. Okay.
So?
Well, the sale's going on. Yes,
All right.
thank you.
Where to?
Well, might as well go back to the elderly person to finish that story, even though that was only worth 2. Takes forever for him to finish a story when I'm reading it.
A minute. Oh,
The fairy and the elder. I'm glad we meet again. I believe we were in the middle of a story. I hope it's not the middle. I hope it's near the end. Would you care to hear the next part?
What do you want to do?
If you listen to the elderly gentleman, your imagination will probably improve.
my thanks.
Lovely. Let's head to the tavern and I'll pick up the tale. Let's see. I believe we left off with my ancestor being unable to find the mysterious fairy to thank her for saving his life. We've hit a bit of a time skip here as the next part concerns my grandfather. Bear with me. My grandfather was also mischievous sort. Mischievous sort is probably how the British say it, right? My grandfather was also mischievous sort, and one day he too ventured into the forbidden cave and became hopelessly lost. Wow, mischief really does run in your family. Ha ha ha. So it does. Anyway, lost in the dark, what should my grandfather find? A fairy, of course. She was beautiful, just as the fairy his grandfather had described. Knew right away it was the same fairy. So it skipped a generation? Again? I'm not going to help you this time, said the fairy, rolling her eyes. My grandfather could only blurt out a confused, "What?" It was the first time he'd ever been in the cave after all. Then the fairy said, "Don't blame me if you get eaten by the beast." That's when my grandfather realized the fairy was mistaking him for his grandfather. The boy you're thinking of is long gone. I'm his grandson, he said. The fairy considered this for a moment and then said, "You people die so young." The fairy led my grandfather out of the cave. like she did his grandfather before. The whole time he kept his grandfather's regrets in mind. So before he could vanish, he turned to her and said, "Thank you for helping my grandfather." If you're wondering if history will repeat, I doubt it. My family had to leave that village where my grandfather grew up. So I'm sure you can appreciate how amusing I found it to find a fairy here in Grand Trad. My family's fate seems tied to the fairies. Yeah, your grandson's gonna meet a fairy too, I bet, huh? Well, I'm glad your family found closure with the fairy. And meeting you like this, who knows? Maybe it really is fate. I love at the curious part fairies play in fate. I feel like my imagination improved.
Alright.
By only 2 points, it really is not leveling up very quickly compared to some of the others.
Well then.
Then we got back to the others. Is there an activity that gets me more imagination? I don't mind a spoiler on that.
Draws nearer.
Or rather, guidance on that. If it's a spoiler for like later things to do, I don't want to know. But like currently, is there a better way to get my imagination up? I've been hearing rumors of people disappearing in a forest east of Martura, at a place known as Imsten. That's a different location from where Heisme was. Think there's a connection to the kidnappings in town? I don't believe so. Word is the... Nope, I don't believe so. Word is the culprits in this town are a band of forest gorbruns. Doubt they're the type to come into town to snatch people up. Did I read the books in the Gauntlet Runner? Oh, that's right. There are books in there that improve stuff. No, I didn't. Okay, I think that's what I'll do. Might this be the work of the Gorbrun king that was a bounty on it? Before the damage spreads, we ought to exterminate it.
Alright.
We're departing tomorrow. Yes, but I'm not actually going to go out. I think I'm going to go into the Gauntlet Runner. To start traveling, visit the round table. This is where you can view a map of the surrounding areas and arrange. Okay.
About time, what? Now point us toward the fray.
Requests and tactics. What does it mean by tactics? Okay, whatever. There's only one and the deadline's way later. So, but I do want to look around. Okay, good transition. You can choose to stay the night there or teleport back to town. You may need to spend the night at an encampment and resume traveling in the next morning.
Now then.
Now how far do I run her, I wonder?
I see.
Here's where we are now.
A village.
Will it just automatically go?
That's where you want to go.
Okay, no.
It's your call.
There's a reward. We should get there by midday. Yes. Let's think it over.
What are we doing there again?
Could be the leader of the Goborns. The people aren't the only ones with pompous asses who lord over others. How sickening.
You would pursue peril.
Goborns can be a handful with the leader organizing them. We'd best deal with them now for the sake of the locals. It'd also be nice to add to our Heisme preparations fund.
It's your call.
We should get there by midday. Can we make it back by tonight? But of course, as long as you don't dilly-dally, that is.
That's cutting it close.
Which is not even close to his accent. We just gave him a completely different one. Are you sure? Let's think it over.
Here's where we are.
And then that takes us back. That's where we're going.
Well, are we going?
But let's not do that right now.
Let's. It's your call.
If we teleport, we can get there by midday. Let's think about it. Okay.
Here's where we are now.
So since those are midday ones, I wouldn't be able to talk to them on the Gauntlet Runner like while we're out and about. So it's probably the next time I'll be able to talk to those two is like when we're going down here, right? Or wherever we're going next. My beloved runner's in tip-top shape. Just tell me when you're ready, lad. I'm here.
Hey,
Oh, really? Okay, interesting. Supporters. Who wants to see you? Yes. Maria wants to see me again. Okay. Well, I guess I'll hang out with Maria then. So even on a midday one, I can talk to them. Save just in case. Sure. Well, I'm not gonna do those ones now anyways because I'm saving both of those quests for after we get Heisme on our team, which I imagine is what's gonna happen tomorrow. Mister, you're here. I really wanted to talk to you. I've got so much to tell you about. Oh, but I have to go shopping now. I'll join you. Really? Yay, thank you. Really?
mister.
Do you see those flowers on sale there? They grow outside of the capital. Papa took me there once. He let me ride on his shoulders and I felt big like a grown-up. Let's buy some.
In that case,
How do we buy some flowers?
Wow.
Oh, can we? I think it'd make Miss Fabienne really happy if we decorated the inn with them. One of her abilities is really used. I mean, I'm gonna focus on her because she's a cute little child that I'm gonna adopt because I really want to be her stepdad. Excuse me, but are you okay? Maybe, are you hungry? I still have some bread.
Hey,
Oi, you can't sleep here. You're dragging your filth all over the road. You're shaking. Here, maybe some bread will make you feel better. That's the child from the Parapasin. You know, the half-blood.
Dear me.
Feeding scraps to disgusting stray. Jesus Christ. So much racism. Like, I knew it was racist, but I thought we'd be, like, prejudiced against more because we're an Elda, but, like, holy shit. You're not wrong, Maria.
I'll be fine.
Don't listen to them. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Okay. This is for me. Are you sure? You looked hungry. Ah, man, I almost had her accent, and then I hit every time I hit the R sound, fuck. You looked hungry. Where's your house? I don't have one. My family, they're all dead. I ran from a merchant who tried to sell me, but I ended up here. I'm all alone now. I wish I had died with Mama and everyone else. That's brutal to hear for her. Are you crying? I want to die, but the hunger is so painful. Thank you for this. Yeah, that's, oh my god. That's rough. Oh, that's rough. Oh, Maria. Am I going to end up like that boy? Because my family is all gone too, just like him. I like both of these answers. I really wish I could choose both of them because I feel like this is the one that's going to get me the Magla. And I don't want to abandon her to Miss Fabienne. But like, Miss Fabienne is trying to treat her like a daughter, like properly, and I don't want to discount that. You have Miss Fabienne.
Listen,
Miss Fabienne will always take care of you. No, I'm just bothering her. Maybe you can take me with you? You should take me along. I want to go on a journey too, and I promise I'll be good.
fine by me.
Someday we'll go together.
Yeah.
Okay. I accidentally clicked that without actually looking at what my options were. It's dangerous. Someday we will. I actually really like someday we will. Like because it's not saying no. It's like when you get older and she can man the cannons. Yeah. It's like when you are capable of slightly defending yourself and like absolutely. Okay. I don't know how I can help though. Maybe I'll just get in the way.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I shouldn't have asked you that. Please don't tell Miss Fabienne. She's the only one I can stay with now, so I have to show her I'm a good girl. Show her you care. Can you think of something nice you can do for her, Maria?
So then...
Oh, she's always busy, so I can help out lots. When I talk to you, mister, my stomach doesn't feel like it's all in knots anymore. Okay then, you'll come back soon, right? I can sense Maria's devotion and wholehearted trust she has for me.
She...
The pure-hearted maiden Maria, she who presides over the heroic embodiment of the healer.
No.
Through thy bond, a new heroic embodiment slumbering within thee has come to blossom.
Power.
Bear this new power, cherish this connection, and by their strength fulfill thy destiny.
It's a promise.
I can now get Cleric, which I don't think I'm actually at the level at to do, and Healer lineage up to 2. I can now study the Cleric in Academia. So aren't I level 20 on Healer in mine? Due to the more skills can be, yes.
Yeah.
I should go back before Miss Fabienne gets worried. No. Fuck, I almost had it just a sec. You too, mister. Please, be careful, okay? There's too many accents in the game. Okay,
What now?
archetype tree. Wolfgang. Healer. Okay, so it is level 20 and they're 15 right now. Can I see details of this though? Support recovery. Recovers HP each time a support attack lands in overworld combat. Probably more HP though than the other one, right? Medium light damage. Medium recovery for all. Revival skill at rank 5. So that's pretty good to know. One ally recovers 10% of their HP for each of the next 3 turns. Okay, that's pretty interesting. Increases effective recovery magic. That's pretty good. And revives one ally. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know. All right. For now, let's assign a second one here. I have Medi. I think Blizz probably, at least for now. So that way I have some. Additional magic. That I don't have to pay extra for. Because I don't need like the individual healing, I don't think. I know it burns through MP, but like right now his main thing is throwing money at people anyways, right? Increases likelihood of receiving items after battle by 20%. What else do you have though? Details. What I forget. What are you gonna get that I was excited to get to? Increases effects of consumables? No. Increases further if archetypes of the same lineage are present. Oh, like it stacks with other people who have that. Right. Increases evasion against fire attacks and then steals mag from one enemy. Okay. I think it was just this one. Chance of winning a small sum of money each time an enemy is stunned or defeated in overworld combat because of the way I... Wait, what was the what? What was the what? Which part was the what? I don't think I asked the question. but I might have. Listen, I mentioned it multiple times this stream. I have a bad brain. My brain's fucked up. Nope. My brain's bad. No worries. I may have. I absolutely may have asked a question. I doubt I'll ever see him again. Wait, why does she think that? Yeah, no, 100% bad brain. I have a bad brain. It doesn't work. So I absolutely could have asked you a question and 5 seconds later forgotten. Ah, so it's you. You seem unscathed. Sorry, if you're looking for work, there's nothing for you. So just go home. Oh, that's why. It's because the dog left. Did something happen? Come inside. Nope, that wasn't your accent. God fucking damn it. Unfortunately, I no longer have any work for you. The dog is no longer here. She ran away? Did she run away? Okay, fuck. That would have been preferable to the truth. But no, she was taken. I'm sorry. I know you kept your silence as promised. Unfortunately, that didn't stop a thief from sneaking in disguised as a vendor and taking her away. They left behind a letter that said, "Those who spread magic igniters shall face the wrath of God." It's not hard to imagine what happened to her. I'll find the culprit before long. I'll make certain they get what they deserve. However, this isn't the work of a single person, but that of a larger organization.
Those people.
Anti-igniter extremists, a bunch of filthy, rotten cowards. The pub was innocent in all this. I shouldn't have kept her. The moment I started caring about anything, I lose it. I knew that. I tried to keep my feelings out of it, but why did this have to happen? Brigitte seems to be fighting through the pain. For how long must I live in this hideous world? If only I had disappeared instead. Yours or not, I can sense the pain, sadness, and frustration Brigitte is feeling. Words would be of little comfort here. Perhaps if I stirred her imagination, she'd be relieved of such despair.
What?
A book. I'd told Brigitte about the fantasy world depicted in the book, trying to give her even the faintest glimmer of hope. This is weird. Hey, bruh, this is a weird way to comfort her. Well, people will help one another, respect one another, and live in equality. Equality. How quaint.
But
The author was a sheltered man, I take it. He knows nothing of the real world.
this world.
The only equality is the one is that we all inevitably die. The path to that point is different for everyone, meaning everyone has to fight through their own hell. Maybe. You may be right.
Fine.
Been hell for you too, hasn't it? Not the same as mine, though. You still got some light in you. I can't see that light myself, but I know you can. And I really do want to believe in you and your vision.
I couldn't ask him to stay.
Oh, I get 3 inheritances now. How about that? Mine's a variety of items sold at the place that I'm not shopping at all. But yeah, I'm absolutely going to put bought on there. So now I have, here's your pay. I've included what I set aside for your future shifts too. I do need the money. I'll keep visiting. I'll still keep visiting Brigitte.
Why?
She's gone. I've no more work to give you. What's left for you here? You don't need to come here anymore. I left the room without another word. I finally have enough money to afford some shit, and it's no longer sale day.
Is it finally time?
Today's the day we depart.
So,
Everyone's already headed for the Gauntlet Runner. You ready? Zero Riz, Mac. Wait, why? Wait, which part was the zero riz? The fact that I'm scaring the babes? The fact that I said I'd come back? Should I said no to the money? But I'm poor. I mean, I'm poor in real life, but like I also am like shy about receiving money outside of work. Not that I do anymore, but like no, I picked the right response. Okay, I was like, damn. I feel like it would have been insulting to her to say no, don't give me money, if anything. Okay. Yeah, let's go.
More people missing.
Thank you. Welcome back yourself, even if you never left. The fruit cordial really doesn't come around very often, huh?
What are the guards doing? Aha! I've been.
Let's sniff out that bounty, huh?
Where to?
Oh, it won't let me teleport there just to see if they have anything? Okay, fine.
Okay, what's the plan?
Oh, that's right. It's gonna take 2 days to get there, so that's why.
Let's move.
Alright.
You would pursue peril.
Considering the distance, we need to camp along the way. Are you sure you're prepared?
Aha! Tally ho then.
Alright, well, we're off then. Fuck. God. I'll take her up to full throttle, so hang on to something. God, what is the accent? Whatever, fuck it. Interesting transition screen.
Advice of Morris, Barden's right-hand man. The party takes
And that's what I'm saying is we shouldn't
the giant
trust his advice.
They could not know what they will encounter here, nor that it might be only the beginning of their trials.
Hey. Why are we fat Alberting our way in? But also, how's it going? Hope you're doing well.
Oh, hey!
Got anything you want to ask? Supporters. Really? They're not. We should not trust him. I don't know who he is. The Gravity Falls says trust no one. That is not what you sound like. You just wanted to say hey. You're the one who said hey. Hey. All right, I'm gonna read. I need to get my imagination up. Yeah. That's his famous catchphrase, is it not? How are you doing, Satara? I hope you're doing well. The books I can read are Pride and Persuasion, which I think is eloquence, right? Not now. You don't know who he is? I mean, he was like popular in the 80s and he's voiced by notable rapist Bill Cosby. So so I think it's fine that you don't know who he is. I think you have a net positive on this, actually. You're never saying hey again. Yeah, you know, if you say it 4 times, you could probably just turn it into a song or something, or twice also works. But 3 is like his famous like catchphrase or whatever, right? Or am I confusing him with someone? I'm pretty sure that's Fat Albert. Hey. Seems like a book that'll really expand the mind. Want to read it? He ruined it. Yeah, no, for sure. I've been messing up accents all night. I've just kind of defaulted to a Scottish Irish mix, and it's bad. Hey is a song by Katy Perry. Oh, well that's bad too, but just because it's actually bad and not because she's notable rapist. No, it's just because she's actually just not good anymore. And Elvis, I'm not a fan of Elvis, but more power to you. Suddenly, like the Discord it blows up all of a sudden with just like songs that are only like hey 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 with 3 of them. to redeem yourself. Hey, you didn't say you were a fan. Hey, some pop music is good. Just Katy Perry isn't. You know, I'm not an elitist. I used to be, but like just saying that's not only Bill Cosby. Yeah, exactly. Want to read it? Imagination. Yeah, if no one else is doing anything, I think that I need to get my imagination up.
Actually?
To be honest with you, I've realized something. There's so many things in this world which, very simply, I don't understand. There are so many things I've learned since we started traveling together. Same here.
That's right.
It's the same for me. It's folding laundry time. Entertain me as you suffer. Oh, I should have done laundry for solidarity with you. Laundry in game, I mean. You relate, huh? There's so much one needs to see firsthand to comprehend. Hey, Wolfgang? I know this is the first time we're traveling or this is the time we're traveling for our mission. If all goes well, I want to go on another journey where I'm free to do what I want. Maybe I'll write a book about it.
So then...
Should I write a book about our travels?
Sweet.
That's so good. I used to be an elitist, and I realized elitists were below me. Well, like, kind of is the attitude, right? Where it's like, I used to be like the kid who was like, yeah, metal and classical music are all I listen to, and that's because metal is actually like super light classical when you think about the how technical it is or whatever, right? Basically an asshole. I was going to use a different word, a C word, because I've been using a Scottish accent all day, but like, no, legitimately, like, all being an elitist, especially with like music elitist, I got in character. Listen, I've talked about it before, how like I used to, but like I wasn't someone who said it, and then when I lived in Japan, I lived in an international dorm, and like all the Europeans around me said it, and so I started to like say it, not to like fit in or mirror, but like, you know, you just pick up stuff from the people you're around. And so I started saying it, and then I came back to the States, and it was really rough to cut it back out of it because I just got so used to saying it. And there's actually a couple times on stream where I've been caught saying it, where I got really frustrated and busted out the C word. But yeah, I've mostly been able to cut back on that, and then I've started to like talk to and hang out with like Australians again a lot more, and like listening to a lot more Australian music and everything, and so it's kind of wormed its way back into my vocabulary. I'm like, because it never fully went away, to be fair. It was just like, oh, being conscious of not saying it because I'm an American, it means a different thing. But now it's like, you generally believe music elitists are below me. Y'all are insufferable. I'm sufferable. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, exactly though. Like, okay, to get back to the main point, music elitism is so fucking stupid because like, the only true genre of music is black MIDI. I don't know what black MIDI is. Like, just MIDI music, like just VST style music that you only use the black keys on. Like, one of the reasons you're getting a second degree. Yeah, but okay, sorry, to get back to the main point, all you're doing is limiting your options and influences and intake of other like things by being musically elitist, right? Like just because something is like 4 on the floor, easy, like to comprehend and write, doesn't mean it's bad, because there's other aspects to music that are just even like outside of just the technical, how technical you can get. And in fact, being overly technical can lead to bad music. It's like when you write yeah, I bet you wouldn't know what black MIDI is. Fair. It's when you write something in Sibelius, and is that how you pronounce it, Sibelius? I've never known how to say it, and play it back and it sounds like chiptune, but like worse. God, I know, I remember that. Like, oh my god, I used to have to use MuseScore for a lot of stuff, and when I wrote orchestra stuff, it didn't sound too bad, but like I would use that to also notate like guitar stuff and rock and metal music for bandmates. I don't know what Sibelius. Okay. And like that was, oh boy, it's it's rough on the playback with anything that's not like with anything that's not orchestra music. And I mean like orchestra, like the horns, Sibelius. Sibelius? No, syphilis is what I have. I don't have it. God, I don't know why I made that joke. I don't have sex. I've been celibate for like 10 years. Why was that my default? Why was that my default? Getting a bit defensive. Listen, sometimes my brain. Listen, I've mentioned it before that like, oh, so the downsides to being quick sometimes are, oops, whoops. That's not what I. Sounds like someone's having sex and lots of it. No. Oh. I hope it's not hasn't been a decade for you because that has disturbing consequences in that case. It's been over a decade for. That's open knowledge. Everyone knows that about me already. That's fine. Whatever. Fucking let's move on. Good idea. Make sure to include me as a co-author, all right? Of course, if I want to contribute further to what you do in the first show, I'll have to keep working hard. No, the saying random shit. Oh, okay. Thank God. Yes, that one. Yes. Yes. Okay, good. Yes. Well, can you think of anything I can do to help you out? I mean, I'm sure there's already doujinshi about how you can help out. Honestly, you're already helping me out plenty. I really like Gallica. She's awesome. Really? Oh, hearing that makes me really happy. Since I don't have to do anything more to keep you satisfied. This conversation went off in a unique direction, huh? Let's keep reading the book for a bit. It describes a new world. If a place other than this really exists, I'd like to visit someday.
All right.
Ooh, 4. Do a little bit more reading and maybe I won't be so vapid and can talk to landlord man? I mentioned a landlord before. Almost every RPG has a little sprite character that adds nothing to the plot. I mean, I think she's adding to the plot okay. But yeah, I get that. Is Mac depressed? Yes, very. I'm spiraling. Okay, so you can only hear it because I asked and you're listening for it. Okay, do you think it sounds better or worse? Or like, it's just so unnoticeable that it's like, oh, okay. You asked, so there it is.
Come look at this.
Ahoy, you lot aren't going to believe the view. Oh, that wasn't his voice at all. You lot aren't going to believe the view I'm seeing outside. I'm hitting the brakes. Now that you've noticed it, you don't prefer it? Okay.
Comes to a stop at the midnight sunsets. The grandeur of it stirs something in each of them. Could a creature this large have truly existed?
It's very
Or is it
small.
an oddity shaped by the sands, another truth lost to time.
God, I love that they're doing a bunch of these like weird landmark things. It's so fucking cool.
Oh.
Whoa, what in the... Is that a giant sandworm husk? Can't be. It does resemble a giant sandworm, but I've never heard of one growing to this size.
Indeed.
A beast that large would be... A beast that large would be... No, a beast that large would be carved into a great many servings. You're considering how to eat it, aren't you?
Look!
Come now, your attention is focused on entirely the wrong thing. Cast your gaze downward at its feet and sand beneath. You have your volume low, so you can't really tell. I mean, and I assume that's how most people are anyways, right? The husk is more interesting. I'm audible, that's good enough for you? Yeah. I think the husk is more interesting. Listen to me. That white, transparent sand, it's likely glass. The glass you've seen at the shop fronts of Grand Trad or within the Grand Cathedral is made with magic. A laborious and rather expensive process.
What?
You're saying that this glass here was made naturally somehow?
No.
Not quite, for how could that be? For that to happen, this whole area would have to be hit with a particularly eyebrow-scorching burst of intense heat. How intriguing. Perhaps an event of great importance once occurred here, the details of which we are not privy to. At this point, we can only venture assumptions and guesses, but I dare say, this spot is warranting further research.
Right then.
I'll do some quick jotting in my notes.
Still, though.
The sand here is rather pretty. There's a dreamlike sparkle to it.
Yeah.
Truly, stumbling upon sights like this is a real pleasure of traveling. Certainly took my mind off the forthcoming bounty hunt. I feel like my wisdom deepened slightly after taking in the fantastical view.
All right.
By 4. Nice.
Hail!
Are you content in your findings? If so, I suggest we make our return.
Let's go.
Perfect. I've finished my drawing. Take it, lad. I trust that you will deliver it into appreciative hands. Alright then. Last one back to the runner gets saddled with kitchen patrol. How childish. If it's contest you seek, then consider the challenge accepted. On your marks. 3, 2, 1.
Huh?
Oh my god, and you can see them running like that. Huh? Hey, hold on a minute. I don't want kitchen patrol. That's so dumb. I love it. They're so cute. Oh, I love that.